Good morning, friends. This video is meant for every one of us. Many times we feel burdened by the struggles that we face in our life. Friends, many times we feel burdened with the struggles faced in our life, and we come with the thought that we cannot move ahead. Many times it is because of the people who push us down and they do not encourage us to go ahead in life. But when we start thinking about moving ahead, a ray of hope comes with us. I should try to explain this with the help of story that there were two young boys. They were good friends, and they just loved fun and frolic. Once they went out to the forest cliff. They just went to a forest hill to enjoy the scenic beauty of nature. Suddenly it started drizzling, and the drizzling turned into a heavy rain. It started raining heavily. Then they were just stuck into the forest hill, but they splashed water on one another and enjoyed in the beautiful rain. Meanwhile, one of them slipped and fell into a cliff. The other one was in deep trouble. How to save? The one who fell into the cliff started screaming and seeking and shouting for help. The second boy, who was with the first boy, saw the first one struggling to save himself, holding a small cliff in his hand, but was not very strong hold to save himself. The second one was quite, stuck with fear, and he was completely shocked what to do. But he never gave up. He thought of saving his friend at any cost. First of all, he used some wooden logs. I asked him to, hold that log, and he wanted to pull him out of the cliff. But as it was the wooden logs were weight with rain, it could not hold him long back. So the idea got failed. But he never gave up. He just took this climber plant, some of the climber plants, and started making ropes. With the help of some of the climber plants, he made a huge rope. He asked the boy who was in the cliff, he had fallen into the cliff, to hold it very, very hard, and he started pulling him. Gradually, he pulled out of the cliff. Now he rescued his friend who was almost in the mouth of death. Had that boy given up the idea of saving that friend, I think he would have lost his best friend and he would have been in great trouble. But as he was determined, he didn't listen to anything else, but he listened to himself. He started analyzing the situation and thought of whatever possible ways he could save. And he made the climber plants, and with the help of the climber plants, he could rescued his friend. Both of them came running, enjoying, and being happy. They came back with happiness. What does this story suggest? This clearly suggests that it is very important to listen to ourselves and to think upon how we can really come out of the trouble when we are in obstacles, when we are faced with obstacles in life. Many a time we feel that we cannot come out of it, and many a time people push us down and this just discourage us, saying that you cannot come out of the obstacles. At that time it is very significant to listen to ourselves. Friends, there are innumerable examples then when we are faced with difficulties, we listen to others instead of listening to our own conscience, our own self. So, friends, very important to listen to ourselves and then act upon our own conscience. Think of the ways that you can really, make a ray of hope in your life and go ahead in life. Instead of listening to others, listen to your conscience, listen to yourself, and try to find out try to unlock your hidden talent, try to unlock your ideas which you already have. The only thing that you have to explore and find out some ways to come out of the hurdles. So friends, we should, instead of fearing, instead of scaring, instead of seeking advice from many of our colleagues, it's better to listen to ourselves and think of what are the possible ways we can really turn our skill into productive ones, and we can make the best use of our hidden talents. It is important to unlock and unleash our own talents rather than seeking the advice of the people whose only intention is to make you feel down and to make you give up. So instead of giving up, it is very important to listen to yourself and try to make a way out of whatever talents you have to come out of the hurdles and productively bring out some of the changes in your life that can really become an example for others. To be an exemplary in life is very important, rather to be, to be emulating someone else, to be getting inspired by others. Why to be inspired by others? Your own soul and conscience are good enough to inspire you. You have to look into yourself, go for introspection and analyze what are the talents that is hidden in you. Unleash your talents, unlock your talents, prove yourself productive to life and to the society by unlocking your talents rather than believing in others and seeking advice from the others whose only intention is to pull you down and make you discouraged. So, friends, this story states that it is very important to stay firm and to listen to yourself rather than listening to others. And that is what I wanted to emphasize. Thank you. Have a nice morning. This is Eddie Singh on the channel Easy English by Eddie Singh.